Hi, this is Dr. David Greene, founder and CEO of My Pain Consultant. Today's topic is another in the Best Practice series, which is digital marketing for pain management centers. Who is online? What's the scope of our target market? Well, we know that 87% of U.S. adults use the internet, and 72% of Americans have looked up health information online in the past year. About a third of patients who viewed online sites sought out or avoided physicians based on their ratings. So we know they're online, we know they're looking up health information, and we know that ratings of physicians do matter. So when you look at the digital marketing mediums of where to potentially capture patients, there's now a lot of them. The tried and true is the search engines, either showing up in the free section, which is called organic, or using paid, such as pay-per-click, on Yahoo, Bing, and Google. Google now controls at least 75% of the search market. Email marketing can be very effective if you keep an email list. If you don't, you should start. Videos such as on YouTube or Vimeo. Local business directories, there are free ones such as Google Places versus paid, such as Yellow Pages and City Search, things like that. Then there's a lot of social media avenues. Those have come on more strongly in the last couple of years. Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. And when you look at those, there's organic versions which cost nothing and then paid as well. Press releases, same thing, free versus paid. In this regard, usually you get what you pay for, such as with PR Web or whatnot. Those are excellent. And the latest digital marketing medium is behavioral intelligence. It's actually almost artificial intelligence, but it uses proprietary algorithms to find people who would be candidates for the treatments that your practice offers, and it's a much smarter way of capturing the types of patients that you're looking for. Now, taking a 30,000-foot view and looking at how to approach your online marketing, shouldn't be a shotgun approach. What you should do, first of all, is define the mediums online that you're going to try, okay? And then define the tracking methods of how to find out which ones are working, all right? Now, one of the keys is consistency. As far as like blogging or other content you're producing, you need to track these, you know, to produce the content on a regular basis, follow it consistently, and then implement metrics, whether it's conversion tracking, call tracking, things like that, so that you know what's working and what isn't. All right, and once the groundwork has been laid, then you deploy your resources, which is the finances as well as the creative, to put them in play. And then on a regular basis, you're going to want to review and modify to get rid of what's not working, to pump up what is working, and then add in new mediums as you go. Now, Jay Bayer is a marketer who's written some books, but the term that I like to use from him is utility, okay? Basically, what you want to do is rise above your competition by being useful. And it's basically offering the consultative approach using education, okay? And through that, content is king. Because if you can offer excellent content that people want to read, then in turn, they will begin to trust you and want to become your customers. And what he says is, instead of marketing that's needed by companies, utility is marketing that's wanted by customers. So it's producing the types of education and utility that your prospects are looking for. You become the expert, okay? When you put out this education that is quality and that people either watch or read, it breeds trust in your practice. So one thing that Jay says is, sell something and you make a customer. Help someone and you make a customer for life. The best example of this utility is the Geek Squad. It's part of Best Buy that repairs your computers. They have hundreds and hundreds of videos showing software as well as hardware issues that they fix. You know, you watch this and basically it's branded with the Geek Squad, okay? They have many videos. So basically, while you're watching these videos and learning either what's wrong with your computer or something you can do to make it better, like some kind of software, the Geek Squad logo is just sitting there staring you in the face. So once you realize, oh, I really like that, but I can't do it myself, then you're likely to go into Best Buy and obtain the services of the Geek Squad. The same thing is true of your pain management practice. You start talking about these things that can help people like radiofrequency ablation or regenerative medicine or whatnot. They want the outcome, they want the benefit, but they can't do it themselves. So the person that they're watching is who they're most likely to seek treatment from. So here's online marketing methods, kind of an overview. There's the easy part, which is on the left side, and the hard part, which is on the right side. The easy part is to set up a basic aesthetic responsive website. I mean, my company's done that over 1,000 times. Okay, that's not really the hardest part of the equation. Setting up the local business profiles is not the hardest part either. Just building the YouTube or Vimeo channel is not a difficult task. Neither is setting up a Facebook or a Twitter profile. Building an email list is not hard. It just needs to be a consistent effort by those who are doing the scheduling to put it into the EMR system or however you obtain the demographic data from patients. Now, the hard part is to then go and build an online content library. Okay, there's usually around 60 conditions and treatments for pain management. That's a lot of content. If it's just text, but it also might be videos that you put out. Obtaining quality content routinely and then knowing where to put it. So having the doctors write all the quality content is a difficult task because you know what? They're busy. They're busy seeing patients, dictating, doing procedures, all the things that require their clinical attention. It's hard to get them to then turn around and write about it and do the research. So then you have to figure out who's going to do that. And that's what my team has been doing for years. And they're all based here in the U.S. So then accomplishing the videos. It's not so easy to set up a green screen and bring in a team to shoot the videos. We do that very cost effectively. Setting up a first-rate pay-per-click campaign, setting up a social media advertising campaign, and then optimizing it. A lot of wasted spend goes into those campaigns because people don't know how to optimize them properly. They don't utilize conversion tracking or call-outs or the proper creatives. So a lot of things that go into optimizing those campaigns. And then the hardest part is behavioral intelligence. Those algorithms are very complicated. They utilize data sources that are not available to the average consumer, and they put it together in such a way that it's almost a big data kind of artificial intelligence. So with behavioral intelligence, it's virtually unlimited. There are partnerships that Google partners like my company has that allow you to hit virtually any element in the target market and combination that you can dream up. Okay, people who have visited specific websites, searched specific keywords, received emails from your competitors. Big data is making its way into patient acquisition, and it's way ahead of the curve of what anything you've seen in the past. So here's a few nuggets. Old school thinking is that it takes 5 to 8 times that a prospective patient will see your ad before they convert. For instance, if it's a weight loss campaign, they might have in the past seen your ad 5 to 8 times somewhere and they potentially converted. Now with so many more advertisements on a daily basis hitting the average consumer, it's around 5,000 now between billboards and online and whatnot. It's at least double that it takes for them to see it on average for them to convert. Okay, the terms of service for Facebook and Google are extensive. Most people, 99%, don't read them. But when you sign up for those services, whether it's a Gmail or a Facebook account, they automatically are entitled to know way more about you than you think they could ever know. They know your income, they know who's emailing you, they know the content of those emails. Facebook sees everything that you post, and they use that to put into their algorithms of what kind of advertisements they show you. So more and more, these algorithms are being put into play to reach your target market when they're looking for the services that you offer. Here's a few more nuggets. When you're shooting videos, authenticity trumps a big budget every time. Okay, you can put in all kinds of animations and background music and things like that. Yes, it helps, but you can go low budget and be authentic in your videos And that is what prospective patients really want to see, is the authenticity. Emotional selling works great. At my previous pain practice, what we used to do is bring in patients who'd done well and have them just tell their story. And that works really well. Emotion helps sell like nobody's business. The best length for a video is 2.5 to 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, the drop-off rate increases. 75% of the time, if your staff doesn't answer the phone, the prospect will just move down the list. So keep that in mind if you're trying to understaff the office to save money. Yeah, you're probably saving money, but you're also hampering your revenue as well, because you're missing out on prospects because the phone's not being answered. A little bit about your competition. Prospective patients will subliminally equate the quality of your website with your practice quality. Even though the two should have nothing to do with each other, subliminally in the prospect's minds, it does. Okay? Even if you are a 1 to 2 doctor practice, you can look huge with a great web presence. It's amazing what patients can formulate in their mind as to the quality of your practice and the size of your practice if you have a robust web presence. You have to assume that your competition is posting consistent content, and you got to be one step ahead of them because most likely they are. Because most practices have figured out the utility of the web and its cost effectiveness for obtaining patients. In conclusion, the shotgun approach is a great way to burn money indiscriminately and to fail remarkably in your online marketing approach. The devil is in the setup details. You want to keep up with the modern tactics such as big data usage for artificial intelligence, and consistently you want to deploy, then review, see what's working, and then modify. Keep and expand what's working, get rid of what's not, try new things, because there's so many new things that are out there now. I'm Dr. David Greene. I own My Pain Consultant. I wrote a book, Healthcare Internet Marketing, the ultimate guide for all medical and dental providers and practices. I do offer a 30-minute free consultation. You can reach me at 877-927-7525. A lot more information on my website, mypainconsultant.com. I have a very experienced team, including myself, as well as some MD/JDs, some billers, coders, feet-on-the-street marketers, and others to help your practice gain its full potential. Thank you very much for watching.